Whenever you play a video game, you know there's gonna be an obstacle in your way, and those come in the forms of enemies. And while it is fun to beat the ever-loving crap out of them, sometimes things can just go a bit too far. What I mean by that is that some of the enemies in video games lie in the frustrating category, meaning they are just mind-numbingly annoying to fight. And what better way to torture myself than make a list of 10 of them? The only rules for this list are the normal rules. Only games I've played, and only one per franchise. Oh yeah, and since these guys piss me off, I should give you a warning. There are some vulgar languages ahead. So if you have sensitive ears, just quit now. Now then, without further ado, let's start this list. Mario has encountered a lot of enemies throughout the series. He has encountered walking mushrooms, turtles, ghosts, and these fucking things. I hate the Hammer Bros so much. Why? It's because they throw their hammer like there's no tomorrow. And that's the thing. It's because of this that I can't dodge those godforsaken things. The only reason that they're number 10 is because they mostly appear in the 2D Mario games, and I play the 3D ones, most of the time. But anytime I come across these hammer-throwing fucks, you can bet that I will rage. God damn it! I am not a huge Castlevania fan. I mean, I do like to play the games, but not that much. What I always remember from them are Simon Belmont, the whips, the skeletons, and Medusa heads. This is what happens when the controls are stiff and the enemies move just fine and in groups. Oh yeah, and also when they respawn an infinite amount of goddamn times. I can kill one off just fine, but staying in a room and trying to fight to survive becomes a real pain in the ass with these stupid Gorgons. But as I stated before, I don't play too much Castlevania, so the Medusa heads don't cause too much stress for me. But in the next few entries, the games those enemies come from, I play them more often, and that makes them much more worse than these snake-eyed bitches. Fucking Gorgons.
No, I couldn't find any clips I wanted for this segment as my internet can be really sucky and my motivation is quite low, and for that, I deeply apologize. Nevertheless, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
By night, these things are monstrous creatures known to gamerkind. By day, they're annoying pests. I'll be honest, Metroids can be kind of frightening, especially if you're encountering them for the first time. But now, they're just really annoying to fight. I mean, the concept of a life-sucking alien does sound very frightening, but I keep reminding myself I'm playing a game. I'm trying hard not to die just so I can complete an objective. Oh, but they had to be so hard to kill, didn't they? A very recent bad memory involving Metroids was when I was playing Prime 3 and I'm on GFS Valhalla. I haven't saved for a while and I'm trying so hard to kill these things, but they keep phasing every single goddamn time. I die, and I believe I made a dent in my Wii remote. But I guess they aren't all bad. I mean, they are one of the most threatening enemies in any video games, and they do have a series name after them. But as an enemy, God, I hate these things. You thought Demyx was annoying? You'd be right, but at least he's a one-time boss. But the Dancer Nobodies? More than once. Fighting these things are very infuriating, as they will make sure that you cannot attack them once. And if they're successful in doing that, you are gonna lose a lot of HP. One of their most annoying attacks is when they grab onto you and swing you around like a doll. What makes this so annoying is that there's a possibility of another one doing it to you again. And as for their dance fighting style, interpret it any way you want. But to me, it's as if they're mocking me for attacking them. Yeah, where's your Kingdom Hearts now, asshole? Good God, I hate these things. I mean, sure, it's freaky because of its appearance, scream, and attack methods. But it's just so annoying that they paralyze me just so they can violate me. I probably would have found them as freaky as everyone else does, if not for the fact that they're just so annoying to kill. And then that scream. That fucking scream. Oh my God, will you shut up already? Think about Medusa heads, only as birds, in a game that's already hard enough as it is, and much, much more annoying. The result? The birds from Ninja Gaiden, or falcons, or eagles, or whatever the hell you want to call them. You could call it Kentucky Fried Chicken and I still wouldn't care. They are like the Medusa heads, as I stated before, only much worse. And since I played Ninja Gaiden more, I think I reached a point where I wanted to break the fucking cartridge! Nothing else needs to be said. Next! If you recognize that sound, you recognize one of the epitomes of hell. When I first saw the Big Sisters in the trailer, I thought they would be pretty fun to fight. Hell, they look damn cool. But when I finally fought one, it was really pissing me off. First off, the only warning you get when they're coming is their scream. And let me tell you, I hate that scream. Good God, that sounds like nail against metal. And even when you hear that scream, it basically tells you you got seconds before she comes for you. And then their battles. On an easy difficulty, they're more of a nuisance that will waste my plasmids and ammos. On a higher difficulty, they are just mind-numbingly annoying. The concept sounded cool, but I'd rather let those bitches drown. Okay, fast zombies are one thing, but this is fucking ridiculous. I can deal with one infected fine, but there's a high chance of running into a group of them into an open field, and that gets damn annoying. I have died countless times because of these undead gits, which leads to me losing my money and weapon countless of times. The other special infected don't cause too much trouble for me. In fact, I enjoy fighting the thug and ram. But pit me against these nimbly little pests, and I'd rather face the Big Sisters. Why? Why did Bethesda think this was a good idea? The Cliff Racers are freaking oversized pests. It's bad enough that they're airborne and fast little flyers. But these things are tough to kill, and it will constantly chase you down until either you die or it dies. Plus, have I mentioned how even if one dies a few seconds later, another one will take its place? Good God, it's like the Elder Scrolls version of Call of Duty soldiers. And another thing about these hell spawns. Their goddamn cry. No, you know what? I have a big enough headache as it is. I'm not gonna suffer through this. I am done with this shit. Done and dealt with. It's over. I'm ending the list right here. Wait, this is number 2, isn't it? Aw, fuck. Before we get to number 1, let's get over with the recap. Number 10, Hammerheads. Number 9, Decapitated Skanks. Number 8, Life Suckers. Number 7, the annoying subordinates of the annoying one. Number 6, Number 5, those freaking birds. Number 4. Number 3, the running dead. And number 2, At least they got rid of something bad in Oblivion. God, even this fucking clip annoys me! Brawl is an awesome game. It had a wide roster, fun gameplay, and, well, consisted of rips and remixes, a pretty damn good soundtrack. But despite all the good points, it also has some pretty major flaws. First off, the intro to this game was half-assed. Secondly, the Wi-Fi system for this game was weak. But the biggest problem I have with this game is the adventure mode, the Subspace Emissary. Despite the awesome cutscenes and what could have been an interesting plot, it wasn't very interesting at all. And then there's the instances where they would not settle on one main villain until they pulled one out right out of their asses. And then the majority of bosses in this mode is just fucking awful. And then there were the enemies. I really fucking hate them all! Now, why am I talking about all this? Well, that's because number 1 comes from this game. That, and I wanted to bitch about the Subspace Emissary. Now, on other lists, you mostly see them add only one type of enemy. But in here, I'm gonna make a special occasion. My number 1 is every single goddamn member of the Subspace Army. You know, originally I was gonna add one member, but why add one when I can just put in every single enemy that gave me hell? Nearly every enemy in this game either continuously attacked me, knocked me out of bounds, or frustrated me in another way. Those stupid Spock clouds always flying around throwing balls of electricity in my face. Those goddamn hard-hitting Greeps. Those goddamn Glunder, Glier, and Glyces. Those Fayish and Totos. The fucking Mites! You name them and I'll hate them. And I bet some of you feel the same way. I'm glad I finished the Subspace Emissary because I do not want to go through that shit again! The bosses sucked, the villains sucked, and the enemies sucked. I'm the XP wielder, and the Subspace Emissary sucks!